Welcome to All About Albemarle, the segment where we talk about the things that matter to the people who live, work, and play in the city of Albemarle. I'm David Fath, the Communications Director for the city, and joining me today is Daniel Eisenhower, a captain with the Albemarle Fire Department. Daniel, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah, Daniel, everybody knows the fire department responds to fires, but there is a lot of work that happens outside of responding to fires, specifically on fire prevention.
Right.
We don't want you going to fires.
Right.
And people don't want fires. So I thought it might be good for us to kind of talk about the real efforts that you guys are taking on fire prevention. And it starts at a pretty early age, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. So we do what we can to get into, we start with daycares. So we get that age group, and then we try to do what we can to get into the school system. So elementary schools, the middle schools, and when we can, the high schools.
Tell us a little bit about what you do at daycare. What are the things that you're teaching children?
So at the daycare level, it's showing them the trucks, showing them equipment, showing them our gear, things like that. The older daycare kids, kind of touching on starting, getting out of fires when they hear smoke alarm, when they smell smoke, things like that.
And obviously teaching candles are not toys, matches
Absolutely.
are not toys.
Teaching them what's hot and what can burn them and what can't. So
Gotcha. And let's also talk about, too, what you guys do at community events. I see you out and about trying to spread messages, sharing materials about developing fire plans. Talk about that a little bit.
Yep. Developing escape plans, smoke alarms, making sure they've got them, making sure that they work. Exit paths in their homes, things like that. And then, letting them know, it's important at the community events, letting them know exactly what we do.
Absolutely.
Things like that.
So. Yeah. So don't be a stranger. If you see a firefighter, come up to them and say hello. And I know you guys carry fire badges, stickers for the little ones, those red plastic hats. That's a staple on the fire trucks. So,
it's also worth noting it's not just for the kids. We give them out to adults as well. If they ask for them, we're more than happy to give them to them.
Absolutely, yeah. Stop by and say hello. Talk to me a little bit about some of the resources that you have available for homeowners for fire prevention measures.
So we have smoke alarms. The fire department does offer smoke alarms. If like I talked about a minute ago, checking them every month. Pushing that button, make sure that it beeps like it should. If it has a battery, making sure that they're changing that battery twice a year. And then every smoke alarm after a 10-year time frame is no longer any good, so you need to put another one up. The fire department will do that for them. That's a service and a program that we offer. The cool thing about the alarms that we put up is there's no batteries to replace. So check them every month, and then after 10 years, take them off the wall and just put another one up. So
Gotcha. And that's something you guys do for free.
Correct. For anybody that's inside the city limits, through grants and things that we've been able to do, partnerships, absolutely, we will put those up for free.
So if someone wants to get in touch with you guys, there's a link on the website. There's a form there they can fill out and goes right to the fire department.
Yep.
Also, there's a phone number to call, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 704-984-9475, and that'll get you to the fire department. Is that right?
Correct. And then you'll have to schedule a time, and as soon as we get the chance, we'll get out there and see what they've got going on.
Absolutely. What are the common things that you see when you go into a home that you go, that's a fire hazard, that the average person could change right away?
Right. So overloaded drop cords is a big one. Something that we also stress, especially to the elderly population in the city, rugs can hinder access around the house, cause trips and falls and things like that. Blocked exit paths. So people not thinking about putting things in front of doors, windows, things like that, especially around the holidays. So those are the biggest, outside of the things we've already talked about, smoke alarms, things like that.
We've kind of covered homes, residential sides of things to take a look at, but you guys also do something that most people maybe not realize is fire department will do child safety seat installations.
They will, yeah. So we're part of Safe Kids Stanley County, which is a coalition of several different organizations within the county. And we have several people that help with car seat installs. To schedule those, we don't schedule them through the fire department. The Stanley County Partnership for Kids does. So you can call them 704-982-2038, extension 227. And the lady that answers the phone can get you scheduled. We usually do those the first week and the third week. The first week is usually from 10 to around 2. That third week is from 2 to 4.
And again, that's something no charge for folks. Is that correct?
Correct. Unless you get a seat, you need a seat, they usually request a donation, but that's all handled when it's done. So.
Gotcha. Great. Yeah, Daniel, I appreciate you sharing these resources and things that folks in the community can use to keep themselves safe. I mean, you're dedicated to prevention.
Right.
And, we appreciate you sharing that message. And like we said before, don't be afraid when you're in public to come up to a firefighter and say hello. And,
absolutely, yeah.
I know you guys love interacting with the people we serve.
We love talking to everybody in the community. So,
well, again, thank you, Daniel. And that's all the time we're going to have this week for All About Albemarle. Don't forget to follow the City of Albemarle on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, you can watch previous episodes of All About Albemarle by visiting www.albemarlenc.gov/allabout Albemarle. For Daniel Eisenhower, I'm David Fath. Thanks for listening.